Michael here, and I'm excited to continue on with this series, Fundamentals of Business Development. How do you take your business from where it is today to that next level? I want to talk about when we're first sitting down with people. I'm talking here about how you need to talk to people, but I'm also talking about how you need to teach and train this from a business model perspective. When we're introducing Genesis Pure to people, we're introducing two things: a world-class product and a business opportunity. Those are the two fundamental things that we're introducing. Two critical areas of life, your health and your finances. Well, here's what's important to know, and it's important to teach and train this. When it comes to the products, it's real simple. Cleanse, balance, build, GPS. That's really what we're all about. We're about a world-class health product, and we're about a world-class fitness product, a performance product. That's what we're really about. You don't have to know how to spell, pronounce, or define the entire label of the bottles. Okay, I've been in this industry for a decade and a half, and I still can't spell, pronounce, or define most of daily build. But I know this: the product works. This is what it did for me, this is what it did for my friend, and this is what I think you can expect it to do for you. Now, it may not do exactly the same for each and every person based upon our individual DNAs, but this is what I do know. That's the key element that you need to arm yourself with to help a person evaluate Genesis Pure and make a decision to get started with us. This is what the product did for me, this is what it did for a friend, and I think this is what it'll do for you. That's what you need to know about the products. The philosophy is the most important thing. We're about cleansing the body, balancing the body, and building the body. Now, from a business standpoint, what do you need to know? You need to know just the basics of the fundamentals of the business plan. Know that it takes two to get to start. Help a person understand. We need to get out and find somebody to put on your left, and we need to find somebody to put on your right, and we need to get them active. We need to get them 100 PV minimum, and we need to get them on an auto ship program. That's it. Get them to start. That's the fundamental basic thing that you have to do to help somebody get started here. Now, obviously, talking revenue sharing, getting somebody started at the business level, that one of the top 3 levels of the company, that's extremely important. And I'm going to talk about that in a different training, but I want to move on here and talk about the 3 T's. I call it the 3T principle. If you can master these 3 things, you're going to take your business and you're going to help a whole bunch of other people take their business to another level. What are those 3 T's? Take the product, talk to people, tell your story. You do those 3 things daily. Be consistent about it. Now, you can't do those things just haphazardly, just once in a while. No. We're taking the products every day. We need to talk to people every day, and we need to tell our story every day. Once again, it's not the product that the person buys. They're sitting down to visit with you because they trust you. They believe in you. They're honoring you just to sit down and talk to you. Now, here's the bottom line. Tell your story. Once you tell your story to people, if you tell it in an enthusiastic, passionate way about what the products have done for you, people are going to say, I want whatever you have. So the key 3 principles: take your products daily, talk to people, and tell your story. You know, I said to you on a different training, I know a guy that's made over $30 million in this business, in this industry. And I'll tell you, he told me this years ago. He said, point to pictures and tell stories. That's how I built this business. I pointed to pictures and I told stories. Well, we can point to pictures on the website. We've got all kinds of stories, all kinds of testimonials. And we can tell stories from all over the country of what the products have done for people. But I'm telling you, there's no more powerful story when you're sitting in front of the person that trusts you, respects you, and believes in you than your story. Tell them your story. Share with them what the products have done for you. Share with them what the business model has done for you. Let people know, listen, this is where Genesis Pure is today in my life, and this is where we're going. If all you've made in this business is $30, if all you've made is $30, that's $30 more than they've made. And let me tell you something, $30 extra a week, over 4 weeks, an extra $120 a month, I'm telling you that the average person would take it. Not very many people are going to turn down an extra $120 in a month's time. This is what I do know. We've got a business model that if you're strong with and you show people what we're all about here at Genesis Pure with a world-class product and a business model that works, I'm telling you something, people will buy into your business model. They'll understand what it's really all about here. It's about moving Genesis Pure across this country with a product that Dr. Lindsay formulated that's changing lives literally on a daily basis. So the 3 T's, take the product, talk to people, and tell your story. The 2 elements, we're about health and we're about finances. Help people understand the value of the product. Help people understand the value of the business opportunity, not by getting carried away with ingredients and all that other kind of stuff. It's very simple. Our philosophy separates us. Cleanse, balance, build. And the business model is really about consumer direct marketing. We build a network here. That's what we do. Folks, the gap between the rich and the poor is growing exponentially. The Genesis Pure business model is a model that allows the middle class to have an opportunity to capture dollars that would otherwise go to a corporate. That's what Genesis Pure is really about from a business side. Share that with people. Let people know that this is what we're doing, and you're going to take your business to the top. And as I always like to say, Rhino up.